Do we do it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now's good.
This is a Something About Nothing program brought to you by no one because any association with this podcast means certain failure.
That's pretty much
it.
accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And over here, the man who made the Kessel Run in 10 parsecs, Ricky Eat My Dust Solo Pope.
Hey, you like wrote an intro for me?
I did.
Man, I don't have a intro for you.
It's okay. Just crack open a fortune cookie.
Okay. So this, my loving audience, is my good friend and compatriot, Mike, the IT god, Schilling.
Thank you very much.
Shills for anything.
Shields, the shizzles.
He is shilling.
That's right.
He will shill, but
that's right.
actually we're not shilling
Did that
yet
work out okay? Do we have to do a read? Because we redid this like 5 times already.
Yeah, I think that one's fine.
You think it's fine?
Yeah, well, it's not going to get any better.
Well, no. I mean, pretty much, we have no sponsors. So it really doesn't matter. So
No, it really doesn't.
No.
If you'd like to sponsor us, though, let us know.
Yes. And
we'd love to take your money.
We will. I don't care what you're selling. Depends. Hey, I'll wear it. So
how do you think we get through these podcasts?
That's right. It's already stunk up. All righty. Let's see. Well, how was your week?
It was fantastic. I had a great week this week.
Anything?
I went and saw Blade Runner like I said I was going to do.
Did you?
I did. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I heard that it did not do very well at the box office.
I didn't. It's not going to.
Is it because it's more a kind of homage to the fanboy?
Yeah.
Or
I think so. Here's the thing. The first one wasn't a box office hit. It became a cult classic. It became a cult classic, but not like I don't even know what to compare it to. Like people don't really know what Blade Runner was. The people that know really know.
Yeah.
And the people that don't know have never heard of it.
Gotcha.
And that's the problem. What you need for a box office success is for everybody to know something about it, even if it was unsuccessful back in the day.
Well, that goes back to our conversation a couple of weeks ago about The Room.
Oh, The Room.
I like bringing up The Room. And, what we're going to do, we're going to have a counter. And every time I say The Room, ding.
That's going to,
that's going to be awesome.
That's going to happen. That's going to happen,
yeah.
Definitely. So you're just going to try to bring up The Room as many times as you can possibly think.
Every reference.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so let me, no spoilers. You haven't seen, have you seen Blade Runner?
No, I have not.
Okay, no spoilers, but gorgeous movie. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks amazing. Lots of fanboy call-outs for people who are fans of the old movie. The story's really good. The acting is really good. They got great characters. It's a little like John Carter.
Yeah.
You know, John Carter, they didn't advertise it right. Number one for John Carter. So it's a little like that. Like John Carter has a following, but if you don't know who John Carter is, you didn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
So it did really bad in the theaters.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with Blade Runner. It's not like it's not going to be a trilogy maker. It's just not.
No,
it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. Love it.
I mean,
Absolutely
they did do a Police Academy 6. So, I mean, come on.
Medea has a second Halloween movie.
A second one?
Yes, coming out.
I didn't see
just this month.
I didn't see the first one, but I want to because I think that would be like the campiest movie of the week.
It is. It is hysterical, and I'm a big Medea fan.
Oh, I am too.
But there's a second one now. So, and there's something to be said about a movie you can make really cheap.
Oh yeah,
and you can make a profit on.
That's what we're trying to do.
Do something really cheap, make a profit on it.
Exactly.
Well, that is not what Blade Runner 2049 tried to do.
That wasn't their.
That
wasn't their plan.
Spent hundreds of millions of dollars to make this movie that's just not going to make the money back for the.
You don't think that's where I don't think that was their intention now, was it? I mean, I think,
Oh, I'm sure they had intended this to be the kickoff for another series of movies. I think they wanted this to be another Mad Max.
oh yeah,
I think they thought, okay, Mad Max, the most recent Mad Max, did really, really good.
yeah.
It looked amazing. I think they thought they could turn Blade Runner into that, and it's just not. It's not going to be.
I mean, it's a cool premise, and I mean,
But it's hard. See, that's okay. That's my. I think that's the biggest issue. You have to explain it.
oh, okay,
It is a cool premise.
yeah,
It is a great premise, but you have to explain it, and Blade Runner tells you nothing.
okay. So
If you hear the term Mad Max, even
Oh, yeah.
people who have not really seen the movies,
oh yeah, they know.
they know. They know it's going to be crazy looking vehicles and lots of sand and lots of violence and gore, and somebody needs gas.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Mel Gibson being pulled over by a policeman in the desert, shouting profanities. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, exactly.
yeah.
like Mad Max.
Yeah.
But
Hey, now we're
oh,
talking
sorry
about real
that.
life.
Sorry, I get confused.
Yeah, his real life in Mad Max,
Sorry.
it gets a little confusing there.
We love you,
That was
Mel.
good. That was good. But I think the problem is, Blade Runner, you have to explain,
Yeah, see, I can understand that.
and I think that was its downfall. I think that's going to be its downfall theatrically. You have to explain it. The people that know it, you don't have to explain it to. But the normal Joe Schmo on the street, you have to explain it.
You know, I would have thought in this particular film that before they would release it, they would do this I guess this, I don't know, this mass marketing of the first movie, get it out there, advertise on
A
Netflix.
re-release or something.
Yeah, I mean, what do they call those when they bring back some old movies?
Yeah, I know what you
I
mean.
forget what they call it, but anyway, that's what they should have done, and just because there are several theaters that will do that. They'll do releases of old movies,
Yeah.
and do it for like do a deal with the studios where it's like $1.50, $2.50, something like that, because they make their money off of
Oh yeah.
$20 popcorn and yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that's the problem with some of these studios. They assume, but see, they have a younger audience, and even the older audience. A lot of them, even our age,
Yeah.
you either. I mean, that was part of the culture. That was a culture thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I'll throw another one out. Another little snag I think that Mad Max has, or not Mad Max, sorry, that Blade Runner has going. Okay, so Star Wars came out when you and I were kids.
yeah.
Star Wars comes out again, basically starts over.
Yeah.
Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to take my kid to go see it.
Exactly.
Blade Runner. I loved that movie when I was younger.
Yeah.
Blade Runner comes out today. I ain't taking my kid to see that movie
No.
because it's number one, it's rated R.
Yeah.
And number two, I already know about the story and how hard it is and complicated.
Oh yeah.
My kid's not going to get it.
Exactly.
So it's not the family movie that's going to make it's not the Avengers.
No. Exactly.
You can't. It's really difficult to just drop into the Blade Runner universe and know what's going on.
Well, see, you read the book.
I did.
You read the
I'm a
book.
big
Now-
fan of the book. I
now-
actually think the book's better than the original movie.
Now, does the book gets deeper about actually what's going on about the past, or does it drop you in
Not
as well?
necessarily the past, but it explains a few more things. But mostly it explains a lot of things that they just left out of the movie completely, that they ignore. The movie's changed quite a bit from the book because they're trying to make it simpler because the premise is so difficult.
I was drawn to the movie. The first time I saw it was because it was so different, and it's almost like, okay, what's going on here? It was almost like this odd attraction to the movie. It was like, okay, this is something totally different.
Yes.
And I'm going to follow along for the ride because these are all things that, because I love Star Wars, and some Star Trek. Here we go again.
Let's not go.
Let's not go there.
We're not going to go to Star Trek today.
But I really like a lot of the sci-fi, but this one was different. It almost reminds me of. Nah, probably not the Bruce. Bruce Willis, but it was kind of campy. It was what was the one where you had the redhead girl and the I can't remember. She was the. See, this is what happens when I don't take notes.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Because it was that movie.
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element was so odd to me.
It was. It's.
But it was more of a humorous type of.
It was a little more straightforward.
Yeah.
It was a little easier to drop yourself into the middle of that movie, and kind of know what's going on.
Exactly. I mean, it was kind of like a Die Hard in space. I mean, basically.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Blade Runner tried to be something new.
Yeah.
And it's easier to do that in a book because you can take pages and pages and explain why things are important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have so many hours to explain.
Yeah.
A character and the background.
Yeah,
so.
and you in a movie, you gotta get it in 30 seconds, or you're not gonna get it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
and I think that's the biggest issue is, I think fanboys are gonna go see it, and they're gonna go see it a lot because it looks beautiful.
Yeah, because
really
if you don't get the audience even within the first 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're gonna lose them.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
well, and you're not gonna. This is not a movie you're gonna bring your family to.
No.
And that's another issue that cuts into profits. I mean, when you can. I mean, like for my family, I went and saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. If it was a Star Wars movie, we all four would have gone to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was an Avengers movie, all four of us would have gone to see it.
Same here. Yeah.
Blade Runner, nope.
No. Yeah, exactly. It's very dark.
It is.
I mean, and it's not meant for the family at all. I mean, so.
Yeah. Oh well.
But
it was a great movie. I think it's worth a watch. No spoilers, but it is R-rated, and there's quite a bit of nudity, and there's some pretty graphic violence.
Yeah, just don't take the kids, or the wife.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, so. Well, I look forward to seeing it. I enjoy the first one.
Yeah,
haven't read the book. But
it's worth watching. You don't need to read the book.
Okay, good deal.
But yeah, movies that don't turn out quite like you thought. Well, and like it's a beautiful movie. I keep saying.
I there's something about that because there's going off again to a different direction, but think of that. We should make a list of movies that were just cinematic, beautiful, but did terrible at the box office.
Oh yeah,
that would be interesting to do like a top 10.
That would be cool.
And so we might come up.
Might
with
do that
like
someday.
Yeah.
Not today.
Not today.
So what have you been up to this week?
Well, I've been basically trying to catch up from being gone a couple of days. Working on the farm, which I am. Let me tell you this. I don't like mowing my own yard. So
I don't either.
Me being out on, green acres. But no, it's a peaceful place, and had a good weekend with my family. So it was good. Came back feeling recharged and all
Very
that.
Cool.
So, but just as a reference from, I think it was last week, the rumors has been crushed on the whole Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk is not a thing.
This, Thor,
Ragnarok.
Fraggle Rock?
Ragnarok.
I did not. Thor. Wouldn't that be awesome? Thor Fraggle Rock. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Versus pigs in space. Now I'm speaking my age there. I'm now speaking pigs in space. Oh, I love it.
Love that show.
Yeah. But anyhow, it's kind of they took some of it because of the whole gladiator thing they did.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
So
you know,
no
and I'm not.
World War.
Yeah. So
Now no Planet Hulk, no World War Hulk.
well, they said no Planet Hulk. Now,
Okay.
uh, so anyway, I don't know what that means, but uh, basically, Marvel wanted to say, "Hey, this is not going to happen,"
Not a thing.
because I think
Slightly sad.
it is slightly sad. It would, and I think the problem is because it would, it talks about the Planet Hulk adaptation, basically, because if you get into that, guess what? Eventually, he gets ticked. He comes back and basically
And
kills.
then you have
Yeah, I mean,
have World War Hulk.
and you're in. Yeah, I mean, so no more Avengers after that.
Well, there's that.
So, but anyway, that was just a reference from
Interesting.
last week.
So
Stupid.
okay. Oh,
No,
before you
go
go
ahead.
there, before
Yeah.
you go there. So you mentioned Bruce Willis earlier.
Yes.
So I looked up Bruce Willis real quick to remember The Fifth Element, and it brought me to a old Bruce Willis movie called Unbreakable
Oh yeah.
from 2000. Have you
Yeah,
seen? You've
yes.
seen Unbreakable?
Yes.
Love that movie. One of my favorite movies. M. Night Shyamalan is confirming Unbreakable and Split. We already know Unbreakable and Split
Yeah.
are in the same universe.
Yeah.
Have you seen Split?
Have not seen Split.
I have not seen Split. I need to see it.
Yeah.
So confirmed they're in the same universe. They're going to make a third movie. They're going to make a universe movie.
Really?
Yes.
Well, then I might have to see the second one so I can.
I know. I'm
going to have to rewatch the first one and then see the second one.
And it's going to be a return for the Unbreakable cast. So it's going to have Mr. Glass back and
awesome.
that whole bit. So we'll see how that all plays out.
We've got some really good movies coming up.
I know. I'm excited.
I just saw the extended trailer of the Justice League.
I'm excited about that movie. Not a DC guy at all, but I'm super excited about this movie.
I'm the DC guy, and it just looks really good, and it looked like they really did a good job in the casting.
Yes, I agree. Totally agree.
Okay, I'm gonna go DC geeky, and then I'll get to the other stuff. But I know a lot of fanboys were really mad about the first Superman movie, and I can understand some of that because the whole. I mean, okay, if you haven't seen it by now, sorry, folks. Spoiler. Superman basically breaks Zod's neck. Trying to protect his family. But for me though, I can forgive that. But that the whole thing is Superman. He is hope. He doesn't kill. And so, and I can understand that too. I really do think that Henry Cavill is a good Superman.
Yep.
I think the problem is Superman is not dark. Let Batman be the dark character.
Right.
Superman is supposed to be light and hope.
Yep.
And they made him at the beginning. I mean, there were some good light moments, but they made him really dark.
Yeah.
And I think
he's really broody.
Yeah, I mean, because there's some humor. Clark Kent.
Yeah.
There's humor there.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I look forward to see how they do Superman because they're going to do Superman coming up. I mean, they're going to have to. I mean, even in the trailers they talked about the world needs Superman, and that's Bruce Wayne. He says that, so.
Yeah. So you heard the rumor about Henry Cavill's mustache, right?
No, I have not.
He has a mustache for another show.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so while he's Superman right now, they are digitally removing his mustache.
Oh my goodness! Really?
Yes.
That. I mean, so
the amount of money they paid just to have some guy sit in a room every frame
one guy
and remove.
Can you imagine putting that on your
Henry Cavill's mustache?
Put that on your resume. Put that on your resume.
Expert digital mustache remover.
Exactly. That's so. Was he doing the project at the same time?
Yeah. The projects are happening at the same time.
That
You couldn't shave.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you couldn't. Why can't you shave and have a fake mustache? The other show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's already a lame
Exactly.
mustache. Have you seen the mustache? It's a lame mustache.
Seen it.
You should just look up Superman movie mustache, and
Okay.
you'll see photos of it, and it just looks lame.
It's like an '80s mustache.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's sad. Well, we're gonna go for weird news.
Yeah, let's do some
Weird
weird news.
news.
You got some weird news for
Oh
us?
my, I do. And this one you probably should know, being
Okay.
being the local guy here. But
Uh-oh.
and
It's local.
and I'm going to basically do this advisory warning for any of the kiddies out there because this gets into a little more of adult matter.
Well, there's that's possible.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, this whole show is like that.
Yeah,
so
well,
you
I
might
don't
as
know
well-
if the whole show's like that.
No, I mean, Anyway, this is, and
Just
I'm
to
gonna,
be avoided in general.
well, and I mean, this is. I'm not going to mention the news station just to cover myself. You
okay.
know?
All right. So,
Police, man caught on camera putting genitals in a jar of peanut butter at an Oklahoma City clinic.
that is insane.
Now, did you hear that?
I heard that.
Okay. Now,
Yeah. What?
exactly.
I don't want to know why. Never mind.
An employee.
Forget I asked that.
Hey, an employee at the Oklahoma Indian clinic started to report food tampering in March. Okay.
Wait. This has been going on since March.
I'm telling you what. There would be some clues to me in this.
Oh,
thing,
my goodness.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Those employees decided to try and catch those employees in the act.
Oh, they caught him
A-
in the act, all
A
right.
victim bought a new jar of peanut butter and used a small amount before placing it in the break room cabinet. The court document said she then hid the camera in the ceiling tile to record what happened. On September the 15th, video footage showed Luiz is Luz. Anyway, we won't give away the name. 61 years old, takes the jar of peanut butter, removes the lid, and hold it near his yeehaws. While moving around, the court document said, he was recorded putting the lid back on the jar and placing it back into the counter, and they have audio clip from this.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
and video clip to this. Oh my goodness!
That is
so
ridiculous.
I mean,
oh my god.
I guess that gives a whole meaning to peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Really? Yeah, you went
Peanut.
there.
Peanuts
You went
butter.
there.
Yes, I
No,
did.
stop. Just
No.
stop. This is
Sorry
bad.
about that.
Ah!
Sorry,
Why?
but it was there.
I don't want to know why. Never mind. Why do I keep saying that?
You really want to know?
I don't want to know. I kind of want to know,
the
but I don't
former-
want to know.
Well,
I shouldn't
the-
want to know.
this is the former custodian's boss.
The former.
Oh, he was
custodian's boss.
That's what it says on here.
Okay.
Identified him to investigators, and has been hired though an outside company. So basically,
Through an
saying he
outside
was
company.
outside
Okay, so
company, and he
It's
was
not-
part.
wasn't
cleaning-
hired internally.
So it was a cleaning crew.
Oh, okay.
So
So it's a cleaning crew. It wasn't somebody who really worked for the clinic. It was somebody who worked at the clinic.
exactly,
Okay.
they tell you that at the
That
end.
doesn't really make it any better.
No,
but
it doesn't really. Oh, he's worked outside of the clinic.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
different.
that's fine.
Bring him over here.
And I thought you were saying like he was like messing with the food, like food they served the clinic people, like people that
No, it was like in
that
the break.
go to the like the
This
break
room peanut butter,
This
man.
is
I mean, this is sacred.
this is the employee's food,
yeah,
dude. You don't mess with employee food.
you don't.
You don't mess with somebody else's food. That is like,
That's like talking
horrible.
about somebody's mother.
oh my
I mean,
gosh.
you'll get cut.
You'll
You'll get
no
shanked
doubt.
on that deal.
And in my office, we got this big refrigerator, and it's still stuffed with food. There's so much stuff in there. Like, I know there's moldy things in there, and I won't touch them because somebody will say something.
Oh yeah.
I had this in it. Yeah, do you know it was moldy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. It was mine.
I know it's a science project.
I was
going
gonna
on
eat
there.
that. No, you weren't.
No.
Yeah, I was. No, you really weren't gonna eat that. Yeah, I was. You know, but I don't do that.
That's actually Ricky arguing with himself at night in his head.
That's my arguing
Yeah, that's the arguing voice.
arguing voice.
Yes. I love that.
That's my androgynous arguing voice.
Exactly. No, that's
Oh my
just that's
gosh.
sad.
So what else you got? Weird news.
This is, of course, it's from England. And
England. Hey,
England
I
news,
like
yeah.
England. I'm
It's
a Europhile.
There you go. Man tries to kiss fish, and it jumps down his throat.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Wait. Man tries to kiss fish.
and
So
it
first of all, my thought is
okay.
a man wanting to kiss a fish. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you want to kiss a fish?
Yeah, you can say that 5 times fast. I know.
And then it was a small fish.
Well,
so I'm trying to envision my daughter. My daughter
Yeah.
has a fish, a goldfish,
mhm.
the big goldfish, one of those googly-eyed goldfish.
Yeah.
I'm trying to envision my daughter deciding to lean down into her fish tank
Yeah.
and kiss her fish Pierre.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sweet moment until the fish goes down your throat.
That
In this situation, it's even
did it get
worse.
stuck in his throat, or did he swallow it?
I mean, no, it jumped. Well, let's see here. A kiss took an unexpected turn for one fisherman after the fish was smooching jumped down his throat. The amateur fisherman in Britain, he was going to kiss the fish before releasing it in tribute to an Australian fishing show.
Oh, okay,
so,
I gotcha. Okay.
This
No, I've seen this. I've seen this kind of thing here in America too. Like the
Yeah.
bass fishers, they got the big fat
yeah,
fish they just caught.
exactly.
They give it a quick kiss. They throw it back in
Throw
the
it back
water.
in. I don't know how big. I really don't know how big this fish is. It doesn't.
Well, it
give
can't
me-
be that big if he swallowed it.
Yeah, but they said the fish blocked his airwaves
Oh no!
and triggered a heart attack.
oh my goodness!
Now we know friends rushed to perform CPR before the paramedics arrived. Removing the fish had to be done carefully, and its gills and barbs dug in. Can you imagine
Oh.
that?
Now that's a pain in the neck right there.
That is. I
That's
mean,
a pain in the
That
neck.
sounds really fishy to me.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a fishtail.
But the gentleman is doing okay.
Doing okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
so that's good. He's a little
Glad
shaken
you're
up.
okay.
A little shaken up. Just don't expect it to happen again. Him kissing a fish. So, so anyway, yeah.
I would never kiss a fish again. I don't think
No.
I'd kiss a fish the first time.
Really?
Yeah, I like my fish dead and fried.
Oh yeah. A
You
little
know.
batter. Some batter on that.
Deep fried catfish.
Oh, everything's
That's what I'm
good
talking
deep
about.
fried. Yeah. And I want to end it with this one. This is really good.
Okay.
Florida man arrested after police mistook Krispy Kreme glaze for meth. Receives a $37,000 settlement.
Oh my gosh! What? I guess I don't know what meth looks like.
I guess I don't. I mean, I've seen Breaking Bad, but I didn't think it looked like Krispy Kremes.
The glaze.
Yeah, the glaze.
So it's like
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
is he
it's like
eating a spoonful of glaze.
No, he's eating the donut, and the
Glaze
glaze
is, like,
starts
on
to
his
flake.
fingers?
It flakes, it flakes and goes
Flakes
down his
on his
shirt. He
shirt.
wipes it, and it's on. Yeah, a man who was arrested after police mistook glaze on his Krispy Kreme donut for crystal meth. He received $70,000 settlement.
How long was he in jail?
He was arrested in December 2015 on drug charges.
Okay.
And I mean, this is actually because of this. Okay?
Yeah.
This, law enforcement has spotted 4 small flakes of glaze on his floorboard and thought they were pieces of crystal methamphetamine.
I'm pretty sure if you go look in my car right now, there's there's flecks of glaze from donuts. I'm
listen.
not sure. I might get arrested tomorrow.
They asked the guy, and he said, "I couldn't believe it. So I never even smoked a cigarette before, let alone meth." And this is good. This is weeks later, State Crime Lab cleared Rushing, the gentleman's name, of drug allegations, and charges against him were dropped. So basically, the CIA
A week later.
A week later, so CIS, what is it? CSI.
CSI. Yeah.
CSI. They basically came, they sampled the flakes, and after a week decided this is not meth.
I only took them a week to figure out
Yeah,
that.
so that's pretty good. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
So
$70,000 for a week in jail.
yeah, and you know what's really sad about this is because it's okay for cops to have glaze on their floorboards, you know,
You'd think cops would be able to recognize
but
that.
you would think, yeah, you think they would know the difference on that. So anyway, that is your weird, stupid news of the week.
Oh my goodness, you and your weird news.
Uh,
I like the weird news.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Wanted to ask you a question.
Sure.
Back on movies again.
Okay.
Have you heard about the new Star Wars Han Solo movie?
I have heard about the Han Solo movie. I'm liking the casting so far. I have not followed much about it, so I gather it's going to be young Han Solo,
Yes, it's
like pre Star Wars Han Solo, right?
basically, yeah, it's kind of the whole Kessel Run deal.
Okay.
See that segue there? Yes.
Now I understand my
There you
intro
go.
earlier.
There you go. But
See,
he did 12. You did 10.
I know. Well,
So, Alden.
it's all about the angles.
I think the guy's name is Alden Ehrenreich, or Ehren. I actually looked it up on YouTube so I can actually pronounce it. Ehrenreich.
Okay.
He's actually the guy who's playing Han Solo, and
Oh yeah.
and I guess some of his other movies like Hell Caesar, Beautiful Creatures. None of them I really have seen, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's kind of the same mold that they did for Rogue One.
Yeah.
But I didn't know this, but Ron Howard's directing it.
Oh, that could be good.
Yeah. So yeah.
And I just pulled it up real quick, and it looks like Woody Harrelson is.
Yeah,
be
I
in
know. Isn't that something?
It. Woody Harrelson is getting into the sci-fi thing. He did the
Yeah.
whole Hunger Games deal.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Now he's kind of getting into that whole sci-fi weirdness. So
So
that's interesting.
So in the middle, of course, can't see the photo, but in the middle it's Han Solo. You see a guy dressed as it's Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Is the guy to the right is he going to be Lando?
Oh, hold on. I'm not. I don't
Oh,
see
you're
that.
not at my.
I don't see the same picture that you see.
I'll just.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't
know. It's
let's see what IMDb says.
because apparently, I mean, the Falcon was originally Lando's.
Right.
And
That would make sense. Yes, he is. He is going to be
Okay.
Lando Calrissian. That's Donald Glover.
Really,
That's what it says.
the guy from Community. If I'm not mistaken, that's that's the guy. I didn't recognize him with the beard, Donald Glover. Yeah, if I'm mistaken, he's actually he played on Community on NBC.
Yep, Community.
And so interesting. Well, good for him.
So he is Lando, and Woody Harrelson is some character named Beckett.
It's interesting. There's some of these actors in here I can recognize.
Warwick Davis is
Okay,
going to
yeah.
be in the movie.
Yeah.
He is a Star Wars staple.
Oh, yes, he is.
Small
Yes, he
staple.
is.
But
Well, yeah. No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I wasn't for sure. I get concerned about prequels,
yeah, I know.
and it worries me.
They're either it could go good, could go bad. You don't know.
I mean, it's like Rogue One. I thought it was pretty good, but it's not memorable.
Right.
I liked how they. I mean, it was a lot of.
They tied a bunch of things.
Yeah.
On that one, I think they kind of painted themselves into a corner.
Yeah, they basically.
They
did.
decided to tie things together.
Yeah.
Like this one, they could choose to tie a bunch of things together.
Yeah, they can.
They could try to explain a bunch of stuff, or they could just tell a really good story
I
and
think-
call it good.
I think they should just tell a really good story.
I think so too.
Because really, I mean, and the deal is, okay, he plays a young Han Solo, and you have to ask yourself, okay, so if they did a series out of this, how many could they actually do before actually having the mature Solo?
Oh yeah.
about.
Well, I mean,
So
smuggler dude
yeah, I
out in
mean,
space traveling with his Wookiee,
yeah, I mean, so
a boy and his Wookiee.
boy and his Wookiee. Yeah, that
You
would.
ever seen Boy and His Dog? The movie.
No, I
It's a
have not.
sci-fi movie
I
from back in the
have
day.
not seen that.
It's weird. It's worth a watch.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I was just
That's an old
curious.
one.
I was just curious because I'm interested in, and I like Ron Howard. He does good stuff. I mean,
Yep.
so we'll see. We'll see.
A Boy and His Dog, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead, throw
Just
it
so
out
you know,
there.
it's Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson in a sci-fi movie.
I have not heard his
Sci-fi
name.
dystopia, talking dog.
What is he doing now?
I don't know.
I
Don
don't
Johnson.
know.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, let's look it up. I haven't seen him in a long time. I think the last thing he did was what was that show with
I don't know. He's probably waiting on. He's probably waiting for whoever did all those. Who's the guy who did like the Starsky and Hutch remake? And
oh yeah, looking
yeah,
for a Miami Vice
yeah,
remake.
he's probably waiting for a
Yeah.
Miami Vice remake.
Yeah.
That could totally happen. I'm sure it will.
Man, I'm gonna tell you
He's doing some stuff apparently.
is he?
Yeah, it's nothing I'm recognizing. Oh, he was in a series of Unfortunate Events TV show.
Oh, it was on
That's
that's Netflix.
yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Yep.
I think the guy who's playing that is I'm sorry, I always call him Doogie Howser. Oh, and something with my mom. You can tell I'm really into that show. It's man, I
Are
can't.
you,
Yes, it
Are
was
you
to
talking-
CBS. The Neil Patrick.
you're talking about Neil
Neil
Patrick Harris?
Harris. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he plays the role as the main character on
Oh,
the Netflix.
oh
yeah,
yes, yes.
so,
He does. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I have watched a couple of them. I haven't watched the whole series.
I haven't got into it.
Yeah, I liked the movie they made a few years ago. It was
Yeah.
kind of cool. My kids love the books. They've
Yeah.
read I think all of them. You know what else Neil Patrick Harris was in?
What's that?
Because I'm the sci-fi nerd
Yeah.
that I am. He was in a movie called Starship Troopers.
Oh, he was in that.
Yes, horrible movie.
Oh, that's a horrible movie.
horrible movie. Fantastic book.
Woo-hoo!
Fantastic book. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
book.
they have a great theme song. Woo-hoo!
Oh my gosh.
That's the only thing I know of the song. I guess that's the only piece of the song.
There's a
Actually,
rumor they're going to remake
woo-hoo!
Starship Troopers.
Really?
I hope they go closer to the book and they just ignore all the other movies.
Put more of a serious nature to it.
Um,
Is the book? How is the book? I haven't read the
The
book.
book is it's hard to even compare the two.
Yeah.
The book is this is not spoilers, okay? The book is the experience of a recruit through his life from being in high school through boot camp, like why he signed up,
Yeah.
through boot camp and through to being a lieutenant.
Oh.
And it's all
Okay.
it's all self-narrated, it's all his inner thoughts about how hard this is, and it's what they call hard science fiction, meaning they explain a lot of how things work and why things are.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever hear anybody say hard science fiction, that's what they're talking about. Like Aliens would not be hard science fiction. Star Wars would not be hard science fiction.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hard science fiction would be, I don't even know a good movie that would be considered hard science fiction. But if they took time to like explain to the audience why things work and how things work, and because in the Starship Troopers, there's like the book, the whole thing is these guys in mechanized suits.
Yeah.
So which the movie really didn't play up at all.
Yeah. I don't know if Avatar would fit in that. I don't know. They really, a lot of these movies just puts you, kind of just place you in it, and they just
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no explanation.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like if Blade Runner took the time
yeah,
to explain androids, which they don't.
yeah.
If they took the time to explain androids, then it would probably become what they call hard science fiction.
Well, it's funny because the first one was kind of revolutionary because androids were not a big. I mean, you had Star Wars, of course,
Yeah,
but
but not no,
but they weren't
these
called
were
androids.
well, they weren't androids that looked like humans.
Exactly.
That's really where we get the idea of that whole them looking exactly like us and not being able to tell a difference.
Man, well, how we're doing on time, sir?
It's about that time.
About
You got
that
anything left?
I'm pretty good. I mean, pretty soon it'd be good to do the campy movie of the week through Netflix.
Yeah,
and
we
try
need
to get some money from them.
Yeah, that would be great. We
And,
could try The Room, but I don't know that I could put up.
No, and
I don't know that I'm ready for The Room yet.
For those out there, I am working on some links, so we actually have reference to some of these great subjects that we're talking about.
Like Starship Troopers,
Yeah.
the movie.
The movie.
Read the book. Don't
Read
see
the book.
Don't watch any of the movies.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that if they come out with a new movie, I'm hopeful it'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, hopefully there's not a stigma from the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many people who've seen the first one. I mean, it's all about, I don't know, it's all about the new generation coming up.
Yeah. It's kind of.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's weird.
It's strange.
It gets weird. It's very political too.
Oh, is it?
The movie was
Yeah.
kind of political.
Was it?
It was kind of a fascist state kind
Oh.
of deal,
Gotcha.
which got weird.
Yeah. I said that about what was the last Star Wars movie with
Yeah.
the young kid, the blah blah,
Yeah.
Kristen
Haydenson.
Hayden. I didn't
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
a fan.
The Emperor Palpatine and the whole
Yeah, fascist
fascist,
regime kind of thing.
yeah.
Yep.
But- well, this went well.
Did it go well?
I think it went well.
Did it go well? I think
I
it went well.
mean, I think we still have one listener.
Well, hey, your mom?
My son. I gave
Your
him
son.
$5 to listen to it in the other room.
Oh, there you go. That works.
So-
All right, cool.
So we actually didn't make a profit. We actually lost $5.
Dang it. Okay.
Hey, but I'm going to tell you what. Thank you for listening.
Definitely.
My son, thank you for listening. And, man, we'll just see you next time with my good friend Ricky Pope.
And Mike Schilling, great to
Oh.
have you.
Remember, it's nothing.
About something?
Something.
Something.
Something about nothing.
Yeah, I think it's something about nothing.
That's right.
We better say bye.
Bye-bye.